Your Instagram profile is losing you followers before they ever see your content. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to create a profile that attracts the right book buyers and get them to follow you. And you can make every single one of these fixes in under an hour. Imagine walking by a row of shop fronts on a busy street and you spot two bookstore windows. One display is cluttered and confusing, and you're not sure what kinds of books they even sell. The other is clear and beautifully arranged, and they instantly tell you these books are for people like you. That's exactly what your Instagram profile needs to do. As a children's book author, your profile is often someone's first impression of you. It's like your digital storefront, and in just a few seconds, it needs to answer 3 questions that potential book buyers are asking, which is, who are you? What do you offer? And why should they follow you? It doesn't matter how beautiful or brilliant your content is, if your profile leaves people confused or unsure. People will simply click away before they ever see your carousel or your reel. The good news is creating a clear and interesting profile doesn't require hours of effort. You just need a few key pieces in place, like an inviting photo and a great bio and a good link in bio strategy to make your profile a clear invitation into your world. Stick around to the end because I want to share something that most authors get completely wrong about Instagram, and it's not about your profile at all. It will change how you think about your whole Instagram strategy. This is not about chasing followers for the sake of numbers. We want to create a real connection that can turn visitors into followers and turn followers into fans and into book buyers. So if someone lands on your Instagram profile today, what do they see? Is it clear who you are and what kinds of books you create? Would a book buyer know within 5 seconds whether your content is for them? If not, don't worry. Here are the 6 simple ways that you can create a profile that encourages the right people to follow you. And as I said, you can do them in under an hour. Let's start with your username because that is where discoverability begins. Your username should be an easy to type and instantly recognizable username. Use your name or a variation of it, something like @JaneSmithAuthor, or @BooksByJane, or @JaneSmithWrites. Avoid tricky punctuation, numbers, or anything that's difficult or unclear, like an inside joke. The goal is discoverability. To update your username, go to your profile, tap Edit Profile, and change your username and name fields. Then tap Done to save. If your chosen handle is taken, you can just try simple variations like adding author or books, like @JaneSmithAuthor or Books by Jane Smith. Just keep it clear and simple and very easy to search. Because if someone hears it, then they need to be able to search for you, and a confusing username means they won't find you. Now we've got 5 more fixes to go, and one of them is something almost no author I speak to knows about. So let's keep going. Next is your profile photo. Do not use a logo. As an author, people want to connect with a human being. A close-up of your smiling face in good lighting works best. You can also hold your book, but make sure your face is still clearly visible. And then your bio. And this one is so easy to get wrong. I made the mistake myself with Children's Book Mastery's Instagram. I filled in my bio on day 1 and then never gave it another thought for years. Only much later did I go back and check it, and I realized it was really weak. It didn't really tell anybody what Children's Book Mastery was, what I do, how I can help them. And I think I made the same mistake that so many authors make, where you almost expect people to already know who you are. So you're thinking about someone who already knows you, discovering your Instagram profile. But your bio needs to be written for people who've never heard of you before. When did you really last actually think about the way a stranger would perceive your bio? So mention what you write, who it's for, and what kind of content followers can expect. Add a touch of personality and then finish with a clear call to action. So for example, you could say, picture book author, inspiring kindness and courage, behind the scenes of my writing process, grab your free activity pack below. It's short and clear and focused on the reader. Then your link in bio is next. So instead of vague text or buttons like books or freebie, try action-based ones that make it easy for people to connect. For instance, buy my book on Amazon, or download your free activity pack, or join my newsletter for KidLit tips. Tools like Linktree or a custom landing page on your website work well to share more links or buttons. Just keep it simple and focused. Vague calls to action or buttons lose you clicks from people who are already ready to engage, and that's actually the worst moment to lose them. Now, this is the fix I mentioned earlier that most authors I speak to don't know exist. Highlights. Highlights are saved stories that sit at the top of your profile, and they work like quick reference tabs for new visitors. Start with 3 to 5, and you can do the following ones. And about me, your author journey or fun facts. A book one, which has covers, blurbs, links to buy. A freebies one with coloring pages, printables, or activity guides. A praise one with reader reviews or testimonials. And maybe an events one for school visits, signings, or upcoming appearances. Branded covers made in Canva help to keep your highlights looking polished. So a new visitor who looks through them gets a real sense of who you are, and that's often what turns a maybe into a follow. The sixth fix is your pinned posts. You can pin up to 3 posts to the top of your profile. Use them to welcome new followers, highlight a recent or popular book, or offer a free resource or reader magnet. Review and refresh these pinned posts regularly so they stay relevant. These are the first posts that a new visitor sees, so make them count. Remember, you do not have to try to get this perfect. Just make sure that your message is clear and be yourself. That will invite the right people into your world. Every small tweak that you make here is one way more to connect with the right readers. Now, before I get to one more important thing I want to leave you with, let me share a quick example of what's possible when you get it right. So Valerie Tompkins, like many self-published children's book authors, knew that her books could help kids feel seen and to feel represented, but she struggled to develop a strategic marketing plan to create awareness and generate sales. So instead of trying to be everywhere at once, she focused on 2 platforms, Instagram and TikTok. On Instagram, now with over 14,000 followers, she consistently shared behind-the-scenes moments from her author journey, personal stories, and visually appealing graphics related to her books. And on TikTok, where she gained over 55,000 followers, Valerie posted videos discussing the importance of representation in children's books, while also offering relatable advice for indie authors. As a result, she sold more than 20,000 copies of her first book, built a loyal and engaged audience without spending money on ads, and she established herself as a leading voice in the self-publishing space for children's books. Now, here's what I said I would come back to, the mistake that most authors make about Instagram. Now, a profile alone won't build a community, but it can start one. Let's be honest, it can be very tempting to pour all your energy into growing your follower numbers. But is a follower actually what you want, or is it something more? Followers don't buy books. Fans do. Followers don't share your story with a friend or invite you to their school. True supporters do. That kind of connection doesn't come from a clever bio or a perfectly pinned post alone. It comes from what happens after they follow you. So a follower is not a fan until you nurture that connection. Having 10,000 followers who never engage with you and don't really know you is more or less meaningless. A lot of authors think if I can just get more people to follow me, I'll sell more books. But if those followers aren't nurtured, if they don't feel seen and valued and understood, they lose interest. So yes, create a profile that clearly shows who you are and what you offer, and focus on building your following, since you do need followers as a start, but don't stop there. Your Instagram profile is like a welcome mat. It's where people first peek in and they decide whether they should step inside. But the real magic happens after they followed you, through your stories and posts and your replies, you just being you. So be sure you also focus on engaging and activating the followers that you already have. Post consistently, even when engagement feels low. Ask questions in your stories and reply when people answer. Create content that serves your audience more than it serves the algorithm. And be generous, whether that's a free activity pack, a thoughtful reply, or just showing up as yourself. Don't focus on reaching more people. Focus on truly connecting with the ones that you already have. Because when your message actually resonates with someone, it leads to a lasting connection. And you don't need a big following. You need a connected following. So instead of obsessing over follows, shift your focus to what happens next. How can you serve or engage and invite your audience a little deeper into your world this week? A strong profile gets the door open, but a generous presence turns followers into fans and fans into readers. To you, pick one thing from the list, whether it's updating your bio, tweaking your username, or pinning a post, and go do it right now. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just take that first step and then comment below and let me know what you did. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe for more practical guidance on writing, publishing, and marketing your children's books. And if you prefer to read, sign up for the KidLit Creators Chronicle emails. I share in-depth strategies to write, publish, and market your children's book every week. The link is in the description below.